Alright, next up, let's go over... What was the other one? Move the KMP over from Mushroom Gorge. Oh, let me do that right now, actually. That's really dark. That's a little too dark. No. It was like nighttime gorge. Also, shoutouts to Joris, making all them nighttime things. How much effort are you willing to put into a custom track? Me personally, not much. But that's only because I have a lot of other things to do. If I wasn't doing this and I wanted to do something modding, I would make a custom track. Or more accurately, I have someone else model a custom track that I make. How would 120 FPS work? You would have to slow the game down by half, and then artificially speed up with 2x multiplier. That's how you get the 120 FPS. I like to have 120 FPS for like recordings and stuff. That seems very useful. So you could use actual slow-mo. Imagine. I just want 120 FPS. Alright, so this looks good. Obviously, you can't test the item boxes in one player. I'd like to add more eventually. Like right now, not right now. I don't have... Number one, I don't have the time. Number two, I don't have the expertise. So you fall off here. Respawn. Alright, so that means this KMP works. A goal of mine is eventually to add more accessibility and things for content creators to use, because I think that's the one thing that Mario Kart Wii could frankly use. Alright, next up, that is done. Zooming through these. We're not going to be zooming too much longer though. Alright, all lightweights have unique characteristics. That actually was done off screen. I did that already. We're knocking out a lot of stuff to do. Alright, so the stuff that is in this red, I don't need to change. They look good. Bagging Toad's Factory, Coconut Mall, and Koopa Cave. Those should be pretty simple fixes. I'm gonna go... Where's my Toad's Factory? So you see how everything, like, kind of lines up? Kind of plopping you back over here? This checkpoint right here, in between this section, if you fall off in between here, and it sends you back to the red room. Okay, so I think that the main thing I need to do is make sure that this is, like... menu. And the next thing you have to do is you need to add a new respawn point. Oh, what the heck is that? That is not where... Is that straight? How do you change it to orthodox? Now this goes down... with the Y. That looks about right. Now you go back to checkpoints, and then you give this one. So anything in between this section. Is it this one, or did I do that correct? I guess I'll find out. There's a lot of things. The thing about Toad's Factory is there's a lot of... Okay, so if you fall off here, just like normal. It's not supposed to be that big. So I think I did it incorrectly. If I fall off here, and yeah, okay, I did them backward. So if you fall off like here-ish, then it'll respawn you normally. Okay, yeah, I did it backward. I got it backward. It looks kind of messy, but basically what it's saying is anything in between these two quadrants, if you respawn anything in between these two quadrants, you'll get sent back up here. Anything else, you shouldn't. I don't like that respawn point, though. It's like, you could kind of see the top. That's kind of unprofessional. I know, I'm a nerd like that, but that would bother me. And also, I am going to have to add more, well, more checkpoints, because you can't really go backward on Toad's Factory. What is stopping you from going back? Oh, yeah, there's a part where you would like have to bounce up. Yeah. There's a few more spots that I'm gonna have to work out something. Alright, so this one should be proper. So if I just fall off here, like, as if you failed the leg cut, like, just by a little bit, respawns you like normal. Nothing changes. Oh, absolutely proper. However, if you intentionally dive off on the deep end, what is that? That's a siren, right? So it should respawn you like here-ish. The next portion that makes it difficult to see what the heck you're doing. There's even a bagging line. Is this spot right here. This spot is the next difficult part. Alright, what the heck? There's no way to get back up here? Can you not add like a long ramp? I mean, the course is not supposed to be... There's not supposed to be a ramp that allows you to go backward. You're supposed to bag. Bagging is kind of part of that. I'm going to have my brother redo this section right here. So instead of having the curve so wide, it's going to curve like this. So you can just ride up like, on the side of that like that. Toad's Factory is also going to need a KCL fix. I think everything else though. Everything else you could go backward on. There's the lake, that's kind of a problem. Then there's the inside of the cave. I know if you fall off here, it respawns you up here, so that's not a problem. But if you fall off, like, here, though, because then you'd be here. Fall off here, what does this do? Okay. Alright, so it needs a KCL modification. That way you could curve up and drive backward. And it shouldn't affect anything for driving forwards perspective. This entire thing shouldn't affect driving forward. That's the main kicker. As long as it can't affect playing the game. You can fall back if those two specific spots are possible. Yeah, we're trying to fix that though. So the lake cut, I'm going to cut down. I know I try not to mess around with the checkpoint system too much, but I'm going to make this really thin. Like, you have to really go for it. Alright, then after that, I need to fix the respawn. Which way does this go? That goes the other way, so this should be 20. And it should be farther down by 43. And this should be the last time I need to mess around with any of this. Send it over to my brother, he fixes it up. I'm good to go. We're in business. Also, yes, I am going to be, for the rebalance mod, I'm going to have custom nighttime textures. Some of the tracks with custom textures, like mandatory. You have a CPU replaced for Mario Racer? Not yet. No. You like the sound of my keyboard? I'm playing with the keyboard. You guys proud of me? Load time is really long. I'm gonna try to check for errors. It might be because I messed around with the KCL. So now, like, this should be a lot more specific. So you could do this, I think. No, that's not making it. Yeah, that's not making it. This checkpoint is really, like, not forgiving. There you go. And that doesn't look too weird either. Alright, next, all that it needs to change is, well, this section right here, and then Toad's Factory, it can be done with. All that it needs. Alright, we're almost done with that. Very nice. I did all I could do. Toad's Factory needs a KCL. So I'll throw that over to my brother. He'll get started with that. And we move on to the next track.